All right, welcome back. It's still Galaxy. Today, away from the motivational chat, we'll be talking about food. Something that's really very, something I really very like.
Like
like very
seriously,
much.
Justin, you're such a foodie. Oh, please.
Oh my God. Okay,
So-
growing a food business. All right, we have our two beautiful ladies with us here in the studio. Can you imagine trying to buy, what do they call it in Yoruba, Iru, or trying to get, this dawa or ogiri, and it's well packaged, the smell and every other thing, and it's, it
You can
comes.
actually travel with it.
Yes, you
So
can
far.
travel. I know these days you pack crayfish, you pack dried fish, even more and
Just
coconut
why
curry.
does it
I've heard
look
of
like
several
you're
things. I'm like,
salivating
oh
already?
my God. All right, we'll be looking at that. We have guests with us in the studio.
Of course, we have Victoria Mamza, entrepreneur and founder of Wangaro Foods, as well as Emanuela Igbogbo, entrepreneur, founder, Ella Brownie Concept. Good morning and welcome
morning,
to
ladies.
Galaxy
Good
today.
morning.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm saying drink and I'm saying food. Seriously, what you need to survive in life. Okay, so maybe I should start with you, Ella. I know you're into tiger nuts, and
Yes.
I know there are some health benefits.
Yes.
Saying that your background is you studied biochemistry, and
Yes,
now
I
you're into tiger nuts. And I'm wondering why. Why did you go into tiger nuts next?
Okay. Growing up, I realized that I was lactose intolerant,
Okay.
and that was because when I take dairy milk, I have this feeling of bloatedness,
Okay.
and then I passed gas and all that, So along the line, my mom decided to do some research. I was quite young then, so I decided to do some research, on how I could most likely take milk without having such issues. And that was how she went into producing almond milk and then coconut milk. We tried all sorts, and then one day after some time, I discovered that I would want varieties, So I was coming back from work, and then I stopped by our estate gate to get tiger nuts because we see guys pushing them on wheelbarrows and all. And then I went home, snacked on it, and then I thought to myself, why not try milk out of this, and then see how it goes. So I did it, and the taste was awesome. It was something different for me.
What are the health benefits of tiger nuts?
Okay, the health benefits are numerous.
Okay.
Numerous, For one, it is good for weight loss.
Okay.
Yes, this is
Justin, you may
because-
need to take note of that. Okay.
This is because it is very rich in fiber.
Okay.
Yes, and fiber has a way of filling you up, and then it suppresses the appetite for you. And then it does a whole lot. It's rich in loads of vitamins and essential minerals,
Okay.
which is much needed for the body metabolism.
All right.
And for you, I see that you are into all kinds of food packaging. I mean, you're going to make our brothers abroad not to miss home at all. And I'm
Really?
wondering,
Because who would have thought of packaging Gary?
Gary.
In small containers.
Ogiri.
Ogiri and
You said
shrimp
dadara.
Fish
and
and
crayfish and
pepper
other- I mean,
and
what started this particular? How did you start this journey?
Okay, so I graduated from university in 2014 and I was unemployed.
Mm.
I thought of something to do and I said to myself that as opposed to seeking, for employment, why don't I become a job creator? But at that time, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I didn't know whether I wanted to go into laundry and dry cleaning business, whether I wanted to be a shoemaker, whether I wanted to. And then we're fasting in my church and I decided to join. And one of my prayer points was that I wanted God to open my eyes to a business I could do, a business that I wouldn't just do and then tomorrow when I'm no more, the business is gone. And then during that time, I was in my kitchen cooking and I overheard my neighbor who works in the bank talking about my food. She was like, oh, this smells really nice. I wish I could cook right now, but going to the market is so stressful. And then I heard a voice say to me that you're here, you're jobless. This is somebody that has a job, but she doesn't have the time to go to the market. So why don't you go to the market for people? You offer them convenience at their convenient time. So they could stay at home, they could be abroad, they could be in Akure, they could be anywhere, and then you package these food items. But instead of just going to the market and buying these food items and packaging for them, it still means that they'll still spend time in the kitchen trying to sort these food items. Why don't you offer them all those packages in one? So when they buy from you, as opposed to them going to their kitchen and sorting beans and everything, you get it to them clean and without debt.
I think he needs you really need to patronize that, Justin. Okay, I said, how challenging has this been? Has it been interesting all along?
Well, it's been really challenging, like very, very challenging. But of course, life is challenging.
The money's there.
Yeah, but you know, as a startup, when you're starting up a business, the money doesn't go to you. You have to put the money back into the business. So the business can grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, for you now, how do you think Nigerians are beginning to embrace tiger nuts? Because a lot of us don't know the benefit of tiger nuts.
True, very true. You know, and it's really surprising that now, even up until now, most people still don't know what tiger nut is. You know, and maybe that's because here in Nigeria,
what they call it in the local terms, just break it down.
Exactly. In Hausa language, they call it aya.
Okay.
Yes, that's where they make kunu aya from.
Okay.
And then in Igbo language, they call it akiausa.
Akiausa.
Yes, and then in Yoruba language, they call it ofio.
Ofio.
Which is most
Okay.
popular.
Okay, ofio.
Yes.
Seriously, just okay. So you say that tiger nut is very rich, is very, very beneficial, but does it have any side effect?
No.
Seriously?
None that I.
Just the nut themselves, because most of the time I try taking some nuts, I just affect my voice.
You know, there's something I should point out. Most people don't know that tiger nuts are not actually nuts. You know,
What are they?
they are little tubers. Yes.
Really?
They are not nuts. You know, I come across customers who say, "Ah, tiger nuts. Oh no, I can't take nuts. I'm allergic to nuts. Oh no, I can't. You know, but they are not nuts.
They are
rich tubers. Yes. You know, and they are very rich. The benefits, like I said earlier, are numerous to count. You know,
And without side effects.
no side effects.
Okay.
And you know, it's actually a welcome change for those who are lactose intolerant. You know, those who can't take dairy milk and all that. Yes, it's
like you.
They should start taking tiger nuts. So one thing I want to ask now, you know, you just were in your kitchen cooking, and you just got the calling that you should be delivering things to people. You know, I think you should sound like a message now to young people here who feel they need so much money, you know, to start a small business. What would you say to them?
Well, you remember I said I just graduated from the university then.
Yes.
I started my business, Wangari Foods, with as little, I can't even remember, but I know it wasn't up to 5,000.
Wow.
I started from where I was. I went to my neighbors and I told them that.
Did you?
No. No, but you will eventually. And you wouldn't need a shop, you would need a factory.
Okay.
Yes. So, the thing is, a lot of people talk about the fact that running the businesses, it demands huge capital, you have to be financially capable to do that. But the truth is, start from where you are, start from the idea. You have the idea, build it, talk to people around you, talk to your family, talk to your friends. And then when I first started, a lot of people didn't believe in what I was doing because they couldn't see the picture, but I could see the picture. I knew what I wanted in my head. So I went to them and I explained to them. They were like, no, how can you come and tell me even though they needed my service, but they said, you know, they just thought it was going to be more expensive, it was going to be more, you know, so I had to prove to them that even though I was going to give them these food items, I could tweak it. So you're going to the market now, can you get clean beans from the market? You ask yourself that question. So that was how I started. I started from the idea. I walked up to my neighbors, I talked to my family, I talked to my friends, I gave them samples. In fact, when I first started, I was giving out samples to people for free, so they could try it out. And then from there, I started getting referrals, and then people abroad started calling. So
it's now international. Really?
Yes, it's now international.
Okay. So what are the range of food items that you do? Because is it doable for all kinds of food? So what is there any limits to what you could do in such sector?
Okay, so my main focus is actually on indigenous food items. I'm a big fan of Nigerian foods.
I am too.
And I know how stressful it is for women to go to the market, sort and everything.
I enjoy going to the market. I don't know why.
Well, like seriously.
So I focus on everything Nigerian food and also
even vegetables too.
even vegetables.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So for some countries abroad, you can't send fresh vegetables.
Okay, but would you need like approvals and NAFDAC and all of that before you send things like this abroad?
You don't necessarily need NAFDAC approval before you send things abroad, but you need Nigerian Export Promotion Council.
Okay, since you're
And then
exporting.
since you export, you need to register with them. And
Yeah.
aside from the fact that registering with them, it opens a lot of doors for you. So you could get invited to trade fairs. You could get some little benefits from registering with them.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so I just have a question about tiger nuts. Why is it that when you get tiger nuts, if you don't take it within 24 hours, if it's not well refrigerated, and I realize that when you make milk out of
Well,
tiger
I
nuts,
said I could get high on tiger nuts.
oh, like seriously, Justin. Then I realize also that when you eventually suck up the milk from it, it has to be consumed under some particular number of hours, or has to be well refrigerated. Why is that?
Yeah, well, tiger nuts, like I said, they are fresh nuts. The best way to preserve them is to dry them.
Okay.
Yes, the fresh ones, they go bad easily.
Okay.
Easily. So the best way to preserve them is to dry them. The dry nuts are actually better for you to consume.
Okay.
Then if you want to make them into milk, you can soak for a while, and the best way to preserve really after you've made them into milk is to refrigerate immediately, put in the freezer.
Chill.
and
You
set
can actually set them on the rocks, right?
So what if you don't consume with them? Because I realize
it
I
will
know
go bad. It will ferment.
So it has an expiry date, a shelf time of
Of
how long?
about 24 hours.
24 hours, just
Yes,
about a day.
yes.
Okay, sorry,
Except
can I just
properly
suggest something?
refrigerated.
Yeah.
Food items are perishable.
Yes.
All food items.
Yes.
However, if you want to get the nutrients out of food item, it is better for you to get it at that
Consume
time
them fresh.
and
And
eat
then
it
use
at that
them.
time or use it at that time.
just simply take note.
Okay, we are out of time, but just before we go, I would want you to reach out to people who might want to talk to you, your social media handles and all that, so they can actually reach you after now.
Okay.
Both of you.
So
You go.
thank you. So my social media handle at Instagram is at Wangari Foods. That's WANGARAUFOODS. One word, please. And it's the same as the one for Twitter and Facebook.
Okay. What about you, Ellen?
Yes, mine is also Ella Brownie Concepts. One word, Ella Brownie Concepts. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Ella Browning is spelled as
ELLABROWNIECONCEPT.
Yes. All right, ladies, want to say many thanks for gracing our show today. We'll now